partnerships within and between countries. Throughout various platforms, we empower educators, engage communities, and disseminate accurate information. In this moment, let us recommit to the cause of science literacy. Together, let's construct a future where science is accessible to all, a tool for societal advancement and peace building. Through collaboration, communication, and innovation, we can forge a united world where the benefits of science are shared equitably. I extend my best wishes for a productive conference, anticipating the discussions and collaborations it will foster. Thank you.
Social unrest, rising rates of mental health concerns, dealing with rapid changes in technology, that all the citizens of every country understand what science can do, what science cannot do, and how critical scientific evidence will be to the decisions that every society must make in order to make a better world, a better society, the planet from environmental degradation and the experience of climate change. The issues we're dealing with as a society are complex. The science associated with them is often complex and often uncertain. Without the use of science, the universal language that science is, the world will not make the better choices, the optimal choices, the societal choices.
It's such a pleasure to be with you at the opening of the World Science Literacy Forum today. In a fast-moving world, science and technology are shaping our lives in unprecedented ways. They have become powerful driving forces for progress, innovation, and prosperity. It has truly been exciting to witness how scientific and technological interventions and innovations have helped to alleviate poverty and transform lives in China, allowing great progress towards meeting the Sustainable Development Goals. China has also introduced a national strategy to integrate education, science, and talent, creating opportunities for success. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, how we educate and develop children today matters for our future. China has the largest absolute number of students learning science subjects, an impressive achievement indeed. But it's also important to shed light on the challenges that we still face and the opportunities that we have to make a difference. Worldwide, we see sharp divides between rural and urban areas, for example, in terms of access to science learning resources and quality teaching. We see this divide in China as well. Overall, students in western regions of the country are lagging compared to those in the eastern and central.
Education shapes behavior that influences social commitments. It can shape behavior that impacts on local communities. Think of volunteering or community services. It can shape behavior that influences business practices. Think of changes in consumption and lifestyle patterns, personal investment choices, employment choices, and of course, what we do always impacts on others. Let me give you an example of those dynamics. Think of environmental awareness. PISA survey shows that on average across OECD countries, 7 out of 10 students know something about the consequences of clearing forests. And 2/3 have a basic understanding here of it.
相当于是告诉你，你关注的宇宙只有453亿光年，你看的永远不能超过这个数字。这就是大格局的更大宏观的框架与框架。好，一小一大的概念，孩子们有吗？孩子们仍然不行，爱为为框架。于是呢， 自然界的思想有很多这样的这个例子，绝对的例子，比如说自然界不存在摄氏零下300，为什么呢？到摄氏零下273度就停下来，那是一个绝对的例子。自然界的光速很超越，但是每秒30万千米就是一个极限。我们生活在4维时空，我们相信五维是不存在的，甚至我们自然界的上升增加，等等这些自然界的这些
as low as -241, and there won't be any materials. So by using these very relevant cases or examples, and we are able to convey a complicated idea to the kids. And we hope that by doing this, the young kids will develop an interest in what they were taught or what they learn. And we believe eventually they will develop the scientific world so as to contribute to the humankind. And let me say that here in China, we have an saying,
但是从物理上来讲，在一个大气压下，不
find
管
our
你是谁，
behavior.
你只要
You
不
mean
努力，你就会
our
变
behavior
成
if you do not
因为你这个零
For
点下去。
example, if you are
但你要努
water,
力，你升跑到100度以上，
do not make any efforts
但是
and
你
you
有一个
will
好处，冰也可以
freeze
直接
to,
升到气。
for example, ice. But if you make great efforts, for example, to aim high, and you can become a steam and eventually to evaporate. So what I'm saying is that as a drop of water, you can decide
我觉得那个问题，
what you
就
want
像
to
当时
become.
我
You
是
can
知道它的
you
水
can
球
be
抓起来，
reduced
做这个
to
水球的话，这个它的水球的直径是1384千米，整个地方水是有限的，这个有限的。这个水
President of CAS, Zhang Yujing, Vice President of CAS, Liu Wei, Deputy Secretary of the CPC Beijing Municipal Committee, my friend Meng Kingai, full-time Vice President and Secretary of the Secretary of CAS. Thank you very much for the invitation to address you good people. I'd like to talk to you today about nurturing young talents in innovative nations and talk about the ecosystem challenge. I'll jump right into the right into the main message of my speech. And the main message actually is that science literacy is not the end game. It is not an objective by itself. It is simply a means to an end. And the end is indeed, as many of the speakers talked about this morning, is socio-economic growth. That is what we feel would serve us as human people. And I think that whatever I'm going to say next, there are many words that I'm going to use. We have that in this speech we addressed about 30% of every country's population, namely the youth, starting from kindergarten going forward. And we talk about the fact that by the end of it, science, as I said, is a means to achieve socioeconomic growth. I'm going to talk about a framework that talks about the main locomotive of the use of science literacy, and that is the interpretation and venturing that transforms IP into goods and services. I have some examples to talk.
To maintain the unity of heaven and the reason, scientifically informed, also of course humanity driven involved. In this way, I think we can have a better future. Science, of course, it is universal in a way, but it's not Western or not Eastern. It's a result of the merge of all kinds of civilization. You just mentioned the Islamic culture, Islamic civilization.
Yeah, thank you. I like to actually share that book with you, which is called the Obor Civilization, Fusion of Obor Civilizations Education Curriculum. And this is the Jangha and Ibn Battuta travel. But next we are trying using NASAC, the African Academies Network, for collecting some information, that knowledge from Africa as well. So perhaps we might need your help, you other people into it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone has a question? So please. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this excellent session. I think these two agendas, one by Professor Organization and what Professor Sun said, I have a little query, but before that I would like to also comment that these two agendas, decolonization and demystification of scientific history in the East, that can be combined. That is necessary that they do that complementary to each other. So.